welcome. Ah! Give me a moment. I need to move things around, but I am here. Yay! Just one more meowing. I know I'm far from the microphone, I'm sorry. I just need to set some stuff up, and I'm taking my medicine, my allergy medication. And I have a couple stories to tell. I don't want to call it like story time because it's not so much a story as it is just current events happening to me specifically. As you see, I have a little I have a little fundraiser up there because there's ants. Oh, I hate ants. I get close to like you're gonna hear all the noises. Ah, my pen. Okay, you're gonna hear all the mess. It's beautiful. Okay. I love my squeaky ass chair. It's so annoying. Are we done with the noise? I think we are. Okay. Ugh. You're gonna hear me sniff a lot, and it's because I have allergies right now. Do you wanna know why I have allergies right now? Because there's ants, and I have to get rid of the ants, and I'm allergic to bug spray. I'm allergic to a lot of things. One of them being sprays and stuff. Sorry, I just realized I have the music really loud. Probably. There we go. I think that's a little more manageable, likely. Yeah. Hi everyone, or whoever is seeing in the future. I don't know if anyone's here yet, or if anyone will be here, because this was kind of impromptu, in the sense of like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today. I do wanna like make it like a concise schedule of streaming Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But it's hard, dude. There's so much stuff going on. I'm doing my goddamn best here. Like, literally. I'm so far from the mic. I'm really trying to get, like, closer, but I can't. My setup is such a nightmare. Let me just get my squeaky ass chair all the way here. Perfect. And by perfect, I mean not at all. I could move the mic a little, but that I don't play with fire like that. You know, like I'm a safe person. I do safe stuff. I'm not an idiot that could just like compromise my entire audio setting by just touching the microphone slightly. Here's the thing. I don't know why it's working so well lately. Like it's almost like something happened because I did nothing to like repair it, right? But for some reason it's been working pretty good. The microphone, I mean. Well, as good as it's ever gonna work. It's a $50 microphone that I bought like a billion years ago. Like at least 10 years ago. And honestly, like it's doing the best it can. Like everything I have, it's basically just like working hard. And I'm not gonna fault them for that. They're doing their best. I sound so nasally. I hate allergies so much. It wasn't enough that it's fucking autumn where I am, but like all the tree garbage is getting in my system. It's not enough. No. God damn it. It is what it is. I'll live, I think. Maybe. Who knows? Let's say that I'll live. Who can say? Who can say nowadays? Anyways, I was gonna open the... I had like ASEPRITE open, but I realized that I was gonna do a little bit of like warm up like I usually do first. Let me go get... There you go. Perfect. I'm gonna go post. I'm gonna go move my post around a little bit. Just in case, just in case. Oh god, my nose. The chat seems fine. I don't want to jinx it. I think I fixed it, but I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Done. Repost it. Just in case. Just in case someone missed it or something. God, my nose! Let me... Yeah, this is a fucking mess. I don't care. Listen, I need to fulfill my schedule or I'll die. That's just how it works sometimes. Is this working properly? Because this... I'm not sure. Yeah, no, this is not working properly. To open it again, because of course! Because of course! Of course! Of course. Why would everything work? Why? Like, where's the fun in that, right? Where's the fun in everything working properly? God! Okay, yeah, I think that's... Yeah, that's the stuff. Anyway, hi everyone, it's me, little Pera. Little Pera. Hi. It's just me. With my snotty personality. God Christ, I hate allergies. I hate them so much. Wait, I need to move the chat over here. This is a mess. Yeah, I'm just gonna move it here. Even though that doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not gonna be able to see it there. Whatever. Whatever. I have allergies. I deserve a little break from the high quality streams I usually deliver. Anyway, let's start with the little story. So first things first, I didn't know if I was gonna stream today. If you're watching this in the future or whatever, hi. Thank you for watching the VOD or whatever. It's very nice. But what was I saying? I'm sorry. I'm all crunked up on allergy medication. I'm so sleepy. But yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna stream today. Because I'm feeling a little crummy, but I'm not sick. It's just allergies. I have bronchial and stuff allergies. Basically, like, I get congested very easily. And it's not super fun. Like, it's not hee like I have a little snot, you know, like, oh, I'm a little congested. No, it's nothing like that. It very much is more like I can't breathe through any orifice that I'm supposed to breathe through because I'm so congested. And my head hurts because I've developed sinusitis. I'm guessing that's how it's said in English. I don't know. I don't care, honestly. Fuck it, we ball. But yeah, I've developed sinusitis? Sinusitis. Because of my stupid allergies. So yeah, like, that's just how life is, right? Like, yeah, and that was a little annoying, but it's fine, right? Like, I'll live. I can handle that. I can handle a little bit of like, I can handle a little bit of mucus. If you can handle me in my mucus, you can handle me in my non-mucus. You don't deserve me when I don't have mucus. What I'm trying to say is, like, I was fine. I'm still somewhat fine. It's just annoying. But in the amount of other things that I'm riddled with, I have narcolepsy type 2, which is surprisingly common with people who have ADHD. Not just narcolepsy type 2, I mean, like, any sort of, like, sleeping disorder. It's surprisingly common for people with neurodivergences, such as, like, ADHD or autism. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable in this stupid chair. It's not gonna happen, but, like, I'm trying. But yeah, it's fairly common for people with neurodivergences to have, like, sleeping disorders, be it being insomnia, or in my case, a type of narcolepsy. So I do take so luckily the medication I take for my ADHD also combats my narcolepsy because it is a stimulant. Do not start with me, Gaston. Do not start with me. Not today. Anyway, I'm glad chat is working, by the way. Jesus Christ. I'm still, like, looking at it every 5 seconds to make sure. But, yeah, wait, hang on. I'm gonna take a little sip of my matcha. It's delicious. I finally figured out the right ratio for this garbage. Delicious. It's so good. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Oh, you'd rather... Okay. I'll put on some ambience then. Let's put a fireplace. And some rain. There you go. How's that? Is the volume alright? I was gonna watch the Apothecary Diaries. I wanted to pop in and say hi. Nice! Thank you! I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your show. Thank you for popping in. I was on my own, being a silly little guy. Yeah. Hopefully the audio for the little ambient is fine. But yeah, as I was saying words before you so rudely came over here with that meme. I'm so, you know what? Good. I hope she got a lot of money out of that. Good for her. What I was trying to say before you so rudely interrupt. Stop! What I was trying to say before you so rudely interrupted me was that I have sleeping disorders. I was so horrendously tired. I was falling asleep on my desk. So I took a little extra bit of my narcolepsy medicine, And that did the trick. But for most of the day, I didn't fucking know if I was gonna stream because I was so sleepy. I still kind of am, but it's manageable. I don't feel like I'm gonna fall asleep like mid-sentence like I was feeling before. It was really annoying. But yeah. On another note, there's ants! There's ants in my house! Because of course there's ants in my house! I wanna scream. Here's the thing. I live in a very old, stupid house. It's very old. This girl has like 100 years. And the thing with old homes is that they have weird shit like this, where it's either very humid, so it's full of like mold or fucking weird ass bugs that you don't see anywhere else, or and like normal ass like bug infestations like ants spread really quickly because the motherfuckers have a lot of places where to hide, like my fucking floorboards or my roof. These little freaks are coming out of my like board. What is it called? It's basically where the electricity. It's not the socket. Listen, it's just where the things are connected to, like, the main power source of the house or whatever, in the wall. Well, those little guys sure like that. That thing is closer to the roof, so they go all the way there, and then they die, and they fall. They just fall. There's a pile of dead ants next to me. Because they get electrocuted and they fall! Because they're idiots! And I'm so stressed about it. It's gross. But it's fine. I can handle it. But I might need a little bit of, like, help for the ant problem. So if anyone can spare, like, $1, that will help. I appreciate just people being here, honestly. I just need company while I suffer a little bit. Just a smidge. There's so many ants. It's not even funny. I need to move something. Hang on. There we go. Oh great, it's buffering. We love it. We love that. We love it when it buffers. My nose. And like I was saying, like at the beginning, I am very much allergic to any sort of spray, bug poison or whatever, because my body kinda hates things that aren't clean air. Anything that isn't like 100% oxygen and a little bit of like just a little bit of humidity in the air, my body despises. It rejects it adamantly. So here we are. Here I am. Anyway, if anyone donates during the stream, I will doodle something for you. That's just something I've decided I'll do just to get rid of the fucking ants. It won't be anything too crazy, like it won't be more complicated than this. But yeah, mostly today I was just gonna work on some like little assets. I've been doing a lot of like just kind of like pixel art for streams and for my upcoming little web page and whatever, for theming purposes. I just want stuff to look nice, to look neat. To have a little bit of like, to have a little, you know, a little bit of like cohesion. Gotta move on the chair again. Listen. I need you to understand. My table and like chair setup is so fucked up that I'm basically sitting like Elle from like fucking Death Note. Because of course, it's not just enough with the fucking ants. It's me, Death Note Steve. Oh, Christ. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let me. Listen, buddy. I just want to paint. Just want to paint my guy. Just let me paint my guy. But yeah. Right, I was gonna do a little bit of start. Well, basically, all the homes are kind of like that. It's just the way of the old house. That's just how old homes work. No matter what you do, something like that is always gonna happen. If I can suggest something, if anyone ever has the inkling of like wanting to move to a historical property or whatever, because it's nice, make sure you're disgustingly well prepared to restore it fully and modernize it in terms of like, not necessarily architectures, but like everything else. Because the alternative, it's ants! Here's the thing, under my floorboards, there's a like 2-meter-ish, maybe 1.80 m or something, 1.70 m space between my floor and whatever the fuck is under it. It's basically just dirt. There's just a lot of dirt under there. That is made like where there's like wooden beams that hold the flooring of the home. That, it's because to keep the temperature, like, to make sure the house wouldn't like fucking freeze horribly in the winter, and that it doesn't become an oven during the summer. That's just kind of how that kind of stuff worked at the time, like 100 whatever years ago when this house was being constructed. But because there is like a humid, warm dirt space under my floorboards, guess what happens there? A lot of bugs decide to live there. It's like a hotel for them. So when winter rolls around, we're still in like autumn here or something, but like, you know how it is with like global warming. What the fuck is a season? But yeah, now that it's colder, the ants have decided that outside is no longer like a proper place to search for food, and they have decided instead to start invading my home. Not even in places where food is. They're not going to the kitchen, because guess what? The kitchen doesn't have the flooring that allows that amount of space under it. The kitchen has like normal ass tile flooring. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna blow my nose, and I'm a polite little guy, so like give me just a. This is a blow nose BRB. Okay, nose blown. Nose has been blown. Christ. But yeah, there's not a lot to say about everything. It's just life. But again, if anyone wanna throw a buck my way so I can get rid of ants without having to keep breeding like fucking bug spray, because it's the only way I can like deal with them right now, right this second. And guess what? Again, like I said, I'm allergic to most sprays. Like, be it like deodorant or whatever, which is what I use. Like, I usually use bar deodorant. I'm allergic to perfume. Basically anything that wants to convince itself that it's anything that it's small enough particles that can get into my stupid nose and lungs. My body is like, what is this? What the hell is this? Dust. Dust does that to me too. It's the worst. Allergies suck. They're bad. But at least, you know, like, I pushed through, and I decided that I was gonna stream anyways, and here I am. Me and Gaston have paid attention because he's watching a show. And my ants, you know what? Like, you know, the ants are here, at least. At least we have ants. Could be worse. Ah. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm also still like figuring out what to do, because I really wanna try to get this damn model to properly be used with a camera, like with any sort of like movement and stuff. Which is fine. Like, it's not something I need. Personally, I'm okay with like mouse controls, but the thing is, like, the magic mirror, as useful as it is, it's very useful, don't get me wrong. Like, I love that it's so easy to use that I can just like select certain things, like for example to give myself like this little tablet and like pen. I think that's very useful, very neat, but it's very limited in how the movement works. So even if I cannot get Warudo to properly work, as in like reading my movements through a camera, because I don't have the best lighting for that, and I'll be honest, I don't want to have a ring light like on my face, because that's annoying as shit when you're drawing to have a fucking light like on your face. I'm very sensitive to light. It's not fun. But yeah, I'm not gonna have a fucking ring light like on my face. That's just not something that it's gonna happen. And the only thing I have, it's a webcam to do that, like to do like motion capture through. And it's not the worst, but it's not the kind of movements that I would like to achieve. So we'll see how that works. But even if I can't properly make it work like that, Warudo is very unintuitive and very complicated, but it has a lot of options and stuff that you can like configure it like yourself. And one of the things I'm probably gonna try is to get it, like, if I'm not able to properly do any motion capture, I'm gonna do a bit of a mouse like following rigging thingy, because it is gonna look better, because I can like actually customize the parameters a lot more thoroughly with Warudo than I can with like the magic mirror. So it's probably gonna look a lot more animated than it does right now. Like if I do mouse movement, like following like motion capture through mouse with Warudo than now that I'm doing it with VMagick Mirror. Which again, VMagick Mirror, very useful, very cool. I love being able to give myself that huge like controller. I think it's very funny. But also, again, it's kind of limited, and that's fine. It like for what it does, it's perfect, and for my needs, it's pretty much perfect. But the thing is, like, I do want a little bit more. But like I said, Warudo is kind of hard to. It's kind of unintuitive. It's kind of hard to configure. So I'm still setting it up. I'm still working on that. Maybe I'll stream like my struggles with it, because why the hell not? Let's all laugh. Let's all point and laugh while I cry. Why not? I'm gonna take a little sip of my yummy little matcha. It's so yummy. Matcha's so good. It kind of tastes like grass, but like in a good way. Like, it's bitter, but it's not too bitter. And it feels light, but also creamy. It very much feels like good grass. Don't eat grass. Grass has, like, silica. And that fucks up, like, your teeth. Don't eat grass. But if you had to eat grass... like, if you want the experience of eating grass... matcha is very yummy. It's not for everyone, I would say. Like, for people with bad taste. If you have bad taste, you won't like matcha. But you're allowed to have bad taste, you know, that's just good. It's good to have differences. It's good to be wrong sometimes. I'll allow you that much. Whoa. I hope the ambient noises is, like, going okay. I have no way to know, honestly. And honestly, we'll see. Like, this one's kind of a toss-up. Like, if no one shows up, except, like... like, it's fine. It's a little bit of a toss-up. Anyone that might be seeing this later, like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just going a little insane, and I have ants. But yeah, my idea for, like, scheduling from now on, it would be something like Mondays we work on commissions, on Wednesdays we do personal work or studies, because honestly, I've been looking into doing more studies. I'm a little rusty. Just because, like, I haven't been expanding my work a lot. I've been mostly having trouble with dynamic, with just stuff looking dynamic enough. And that is just because I'm kind of, like, between a rock and a hard place in terms of, like, style. I enjoy stylization a lot. And, like, I really do. And sometimes when I'm trying to make something look both just... not just stylization, sorry. I'm into, like, a sort of, like, abstraction. Straight lines and, like, just simple shapes really appeal to me. And dynamic, and the thing is, like, that can, like, in the way that I'm doing it, which is very, very specific. Stuff like, if I have a character that has, like, I just need another color. If I have a character that's like, that is like just standing or whatever, and they have their arm like this, and they, like, on their hip, leggies or whatever, fuck, I don't care. If I had a character that's looking kind of like this, my first instinct is always gonna be like, to use as many of the sharp edges as I can. So I'll end up doing stuff like this a lot, and I like it. That's how I like to draw. That's the kind of stylization I like. But because I do this, and I end up like, okay, then this means that this other arm is not gonna be like, even if it's flowy like this, it's probably gonna have like more sharp edges, and I'm probably just gonna make a harsher division right there. Basically, I just need to keep like practicing with my own stylization, so stuff doesn't look flat and weird when I'm trying to make it look interesting. It's just something that's also happening to me a lot with faces. When a character is kind of looking up or down, like if you have a more rounded or even realistic face, not even realistic, like if you have a more, I guess, normal appealing stylized face, you can always just go like, whoa, like that, like, yeah, okay, the character's looking up, if it's simple. But if you kind of like me and have this sort of like curve but also like straight stylization like this, it's a lot like, I don't know where my abstraction should go. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know where the abstraction is supposed to... I feel like I either take it too far or that I don't do enough with my own abstractions. And that's just kind of a mess. I'm just gonna like do a little quick me, I guess. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I'm basically struggling a little bit with that, and I've been wanting to do a lot more studies, so I'm thinking of using mostly Wednesdays for that. If I'm not particularly, like, today I'm probably gonna be working a lot on like some assets and stuff, mostly pixel art, nothing crazy. I'm trying to go up. Christ, please, just, yes, there it is. Okay, I was trying to like navigate my brushes, Jesus Christ. But yeah. Mostly just wanna get more comfortable doing weirder and more dynamic poses. Especially because the comic I'm working on right now, it's gonna have a lot of actions like scenes, and I'm not super comfortable with that yet. So I want to practice a little bit, and I want to get like acquainted with that, because I do love when like pieces just kind of like play a lot with like just cameras and like dynamic stuff, and like having, I don't know, like, you know, you have your character just give it a little super exaggerated like that kind of like forced first perspective where characters like, oh, they're like kicking or whatever. Fucking wait, how would a kick work? Like, okay, they're like, yeah, right. Well, but when it's like super exaggerated, it's like something like this. This is a whole foot. And the back of the character is like super far away or looks super far away. Like, I love shit like that. But it's really hard to figure out, because it does rely a lot on like understanding, not just perspective, like it does require like a knowledge of it does require a knowledge of perspective, but it requires also more like just understanding how you stylize things, right? How to translate something that would look like that into an appealing picture in a way. It's hard. Drawing hard. Drawing hard. I love it, but drawing hard. Yeah, that's just mostly what I'm gonna be working on for like a while. I think my medicine is doing its work. I did take my allergy medicine before I started like streaming. Because like I was disgusting for a second. I was all mucus. That was just what I was. My true form, mucus. Let's see. But yeah, just a little reminder again, if anyone like donates with a little description, I will doodle something for you. But it's obviously within the rules. And only during the stream. It's not gonna happen if I'm not on stream. I'm a busy guy. I would offer more commissions, but I need to finish the ones I'm doing right now first. I've had them in the back burner for way too long, way longer than I usually do and that I'm comfortable with. And I have apologized profusely about that. But yeah. Okay, fine, I'll put on tunes. Get your... Christ. Pick something. But yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about. I forgot. I was talking about things. Oh yeah. I will doodle something during stream. if someone donates, like, you can request a doodle. Let me... No worries, no worries. I'm just doodling, Louis. I'm just doodling. I'm just doodling because there's ants in my house. There's fucking ants in my house. It's not just in my house, like, they're in my workspace too. And that is not super great. That's just not great, right? But yeah, like I was saying, the words that were coming out of my mouth before I got distracted, I don't know what they were. I'm so tired. I'm doing the best I can. But yeah, don't worry, Louis, just go and go back. Be free, Louis, be free. It's cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna be doing some doodles today, and I'm gonna... Oops. And I'm gonna do some pixel assets. Like the ones I've been doing for a little bit. Because I want more assets for streams, for like stuff, even for stuff like donations. I have a couple of funny little bits that I want to do. And eventually when I move all this garbage to, what's it called, to OBS, like a child, I will probably also stream, like do multi-stream and also stream on like Twitch. For convenience, mostly. I just wanna have a bit of a brother net. But yeah. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. Again, I need everyone to fully understand that I'm basically sitting like Elle right now from fucking Death Note. Elle from Death Note. But because Christ, God, Christ, I'm so uncomfortable. It's really hard. It's really hard to find stuff that works properly. Yeah, an ant infestation. I'm losing my mind. That's why I have a donation thing like on top. I should post the link. I should put the link in the chat. But yeah, I do have an ant infestation. It's driving me a little nuts. It's a seasonal thing. It's a seasonal thing, but like to keep them at bay so they don't stay too long, because the house is old. It's just how it is. But to keep them at bay, so like yeah, so that they don't just absolutely wreck my home. I do need to act fast, but I do need a little help for that. I do need a little help with like the fumigating. I'm gonna leave the link on the chat of the thing. But yeah. It's just it's calm. Life be like that. Life's just stressful sometimes, and there's ants. When life gives you lemons, ants. But yeah, like I'm dealing with the fucking ants the best I can with like bug spray and like traps, like ant like bait or whatever, and it's useful, but for the kind of home that I have, I do need liquid. I do need liquid poison, ant poison, whatever it's called, for just for the flooring, just for the wood flooring, so it like absorbs. Oh, my commissions? I do, yeah. Like, I do post my commissions. I mean, sometimes. Not always. Sometimes I forget, admittedly. Mostly because I forget to ask the client if I can post them. And I feel a little weird posting them without asking. And other times it's legit because I forget. I just forget. I'm doing other stuff, like I'm done with the commission, I just go on with life. So I forget. I'm such a good businessman. Help! But yeah. I'm not feeling this songs. I'm gonna pick another song. I'm not gonna pick another playlist. So I'm not feeling this one right now. Let's try with this one. Let's see how we feel about this one. On coffee! On my coffee! I have a coffee where, like, people can commission me. And right now, until the end of May, it's gonna be $3! If anyone wants to commission me for $3! I'm still working on some of the older commissions because when everything broke, and when I got sick, I couldn't work on them. And I appreciate that everyone has been so patient with me. Like, I can never thank people enough for that. But I'm back on it, and I'll likely catch up to everything I need to finish by next week. If God willing, Satan letting me. Christ almighty, we might do it. But yeah. Hi! Yay! 0! No, I can't put the clown music. I mean, I can. I can't. I mean, I could, but it's more now. Now that I'm working with 3 fucking monitors, it's a little more complicated because that means I need to like do a lot of finagling to get to my browser, and I'm not right now. Not right now. I have allergies. There's ants. I'm not feeling it. Maybe some other time. Some other time I'll clown this joint up. Spider-Man 2 pizza music. Basically. I mean, yeah. But yeah. I hope you're doing well, Zero. There's ants in my home. God. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, if anyone like donates, you got ants. I got ants. I do have ants. That's why there's an ant meter like on top, like a goal, because I need to get rid of ants. Here's the thing. I was telling this story before everyone joined. Here's the thing. House old as hell. My house is like over 100 years old, right? Right. What happens with old homes? They are constructed a little differently and weird. And without proper maintenance, which is just not something that is easily done, access, or even possible sometimes, even if you had all the money in the world. Which I don't. They're constructed in ways that are weird. That make a lot of sense by the time they were constructed. Like, for example, this, like, 100 years ago, that the way to keep a house warm wasn't, like, just, like, you know, air conditioner or stuff or whatever. Like, you know? So there's under the floors of the bedrooms in particular, because it's just the bedrooms. Under the floors of the bedrooms, there's a crawling space of I forgot what it was called when I started, but like yeah, I'm guessing it's called a crawling space. But there's a crawling space of something like 1.70 m, 1.80 m. Basically my height. I'm 170. But yeah, basically my height, like a couple meters more, a couple centimeters more or less, of the wooden floor, the wooden beams that hold the wooden floor, and fuck all! There's nothing else under there except dirt! Dirt that gets humid, warm, and guess what bugs love? Jay, make a different goal to power up the ants. No! No! I'm gonna... No, I can't. The ants are powerful enough, trust me. The ants are absolutely powerful enough. Also, Louis, this person is Maori. He's my friend since I was like 8. We've known each other for so long. And now I have ants. But yeah, the thing is, because the home is old and there's this huge ass crawling space under like the floor, which is to keep the temperature like as stable as possible so it doesn't like, you know, freeze in the winter and like become an oven in summer, because like, you know, the separation begets like a little bit of insulation. I'm sending your ants radioactive materials really pump up the volume. on those ants. No! Stop it! But yeah, the goddamn... like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by you rooting for the ants. If they grow, they can become pets. Absolutely not. They're destroying my home. But yeah, because there's a stupid crawling space, it gets so... whenever there's like an infestation of anything, it comes from under the floorboards. And it's so hard to get rid of because it's not like you can like locate the nest. Because the fucking nest is nowhere like accessible. Because it's in the crawling space, which is no longer accessible. Like that space, you cannot access it, no matter what the fuck you're doing. It's just not a viable option. No one can get under there. It's just not how this house works. So nests and stuff like get all like very hard to get to. So the best way to get rid of like insects and that sort of stuff is using like liquid poison and just kind of like clean the wooden floors with that, so it kind of absorbs it and the bugs kind of like are like, ew. This is not a place where we can thrive, and they leave. But that is a little expensive, and I do need help to do that. So I need to pay someone to do that. So I'm humbly requesting. I'm humbly requesting like a little cash for that. But also, hi Modi. They can be your roommates. No, they can't. I think we're complimenting my carry hands sometimes they wear. No, they won't! You know what they do? You know what they like doing? They like going into my electrical like wiring and dying and falling from the ceiling like a bunch of idiots. I have a little pile of dead ants right next to me because they keep dying, but they keep trying to get in there. I don't know why they like it so much. But they keep dying electrocuted and falling onto the floor. But yeah, because also they're fucking dumb as hell. They're not going where food is. You know where they're going? To my fucking workspace where there's no food. The kitchen, they're not interested in the kitchen. You know why? Because the kitchen has normal ass tiling and doesn't have like a crawl space under it. You know what does have a crawling space under it? The rooms! Maybe they don't like their jobs. Free protein. You guys are not helping! If anyone donates to the ant cause, I will doodle something for you on stream. Just letting everybody know. I wanna die. But yeah. Ugh, Christ. Listen. It's how it is with homes that are old. It's just how it is. It's a seasonal event. In any other time, I wouldn't be so bothered about it. But it sucks because I'm having an allergy flare-up from the fucking, like, from needing, like, the bug spray poison stuff. It's driving me a little nuts. Free food. No. Yeah, I mean, listen. I would if it wasn't a fucking infestation. I don't care. Like, if it were cooked, I wouldn't cooked ant. I don't care. But we're not doing that. I'm just over here crying. But yeah. My point being, old homes, hard to take care of. Bug magnets, insect magnets. There's so many bugs. There's so many bugs in all homes. It's a fucking nightmare. There's a reason. There's a reason why it's called a buffet. There's a reason why I got a cat. Tuffy is great company. I love my cat. She's a cute little guy. But the main reason I got her was because there were fucking mice in my home before. Because the neighbor decided... I want them to know. The neighbor decided that it would be a fucking great idea in their establishment where they like sometimes cook. Sometimes their barbecue. They thought it would be an excellent, awesome idea to have a fucking pile of like hay on the front door where they don't have a door. It's just like a little like it's just a little fence, right? So any fucking mice from the street could come over and fucking, like, you know, warm up in the hay. And you know what they did? They did do that. And you know what else they did? They chewed through the middle wall between me and my neighbors. And they came under my crawl space! That was forever ago, though. I no longer have mice. But, like, when that happened, I was, like, I think 2019, something like that, 2018. They're not ants, they're your fans. God, I wish! Never-ending ants. There's so many. But yeah. Luckily when I got Toffee, she didn't even have to, like, catch any. Like, they smelled her, like, they sniffed her. They sensed her, and they were like, oh, we are not dealing with this. Rats and mice usually have a very good sense of preservation, especially with other like creatures going on. So yeah, Tuffy didn't have to do much. But yeah, this house has always had a pest issue. And the thing is, since I got my cat, like, a couple years back, it's been a little better. Cats are very good at keeping pests at bay, even, like, small things like roaches and stuff. They're very good at keeping them, like, very, very at bay. And Toffee's a very good, like, very active hunter. Even now that she's a little older, she's fully an adult. I think she's, like, how old is Toffee? Give me a moment. My cat is, I got her, again, around 2018, 2019, she was like 9 months, so, 2020, she was 2, 2021, she was... I hate math, I'm so tired, I can't think, I think she's 7? She's not old. Cats live like 16 years. So she's just an adult cat. But at this age, cats usually stop. They don't stop hunting, but they kind of like, you know, get a little lazier about it. They hunt a lot less hours of the day. But Toffee is very active. She loves like just running around and being a menace. So yeah, she keeps a lot of stuff at bay. Anteaters. Unleash them in your house. Honestly, I'm this close. If it wasn't illegal to own a fucking anteater, I would. If Dali could do it, if Dali could own an anteater, I should be able to. Anyway, my point is, because I'm allergic to all of this garbage, the poisons and stuff, because I'm allergic to sprays and I'm allergic to like just little shitty molecules of cleaner and stuff on the air, on surfaces. They make me congested. I need help to like fully be able to fumigate properly, which means I need to spend money on that, and I want to, but if I don't, the fucking like ants are gonna propagate. It's gonna be harder to get rid of them later. And that's just how it is sometimes. This is how life is sometimes. Sometimes there's ants. And sometimes you need to pay someone to get rid of ants. to help you get rid of ants, because it's not even like it's a different kind of fumigation, because it's more like just a cleanup of the floors with a specific kind of like poison for ants. But yeah, I'm allergic to them. Which is why also I'm particularly congested today, because I've been fucking dealing with like having to use bug spray and shit for whatever little bits of ants I find, wherever I find them, because I don't want them to keep like, you know, just like biting through the walls and stuff, because they're gonna do damage to the whole thing. Sometimes life is ants. You said it. Absolutely true. Like I've been saying though. If anyone wants to help me with my ants, if anyone wants to give me some ant help, if anyone donate for ant, I will do something for you on stream. That's a little guy promise. It's not gonna be anything crazy. Like at most, it's gonna be as complicated as this. Yeah. This was a long warm up, but it was probably just because I was babbling about like my terrible no good my terrible no good ant situation. Anyway, the idea for a proper schedule for my streams is probably gonna be like Mondays. I'm gonna be working on commissions on on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, I'm gonna like today, I'm gonna do either studies or I'm gonna do some like personal work. Today I'm gonna do some assets mostly, because I don't feel like doing studies. But I do need to get more studies done, like art studies, because there's things that I'm getting a little rusty on, and I'm not being able to fully pull off the kind of work I want to do. So yeah, like that's what practice is for, baby. So that's what I'm gonna be doing like on Wednesdays, and on Fridays we're playing toys. So next Friday, by the way, like this Friday, I'm gonna be playing more Undertale. If I don't die, if the ants don't kill me. It's so gross. There's so many, and the worst part is like whatever. The thing is, like, I've been trying to like keep them at bay with like other like bug sprays and stuff. Shut up. But yeah, let's plan this little asset I want to make first. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm allergic to sprays and like I'm allergic to stuff like perfume and dust and stuff. Anything that gets in the air that is kind of particles and stuff. All that the junk, all of it kills me. All of it destroys my body decides that it's no longer worth existing, and I become mucus. I just become grossly congested. It's not even fun. Like I'm just a little bit congested. Like whatever, right? No, it's nothing like that. It's more like I can't breathe from any orifice in my face. My face hurts because I have sinusitis. My sinuses are infected or whatever. It's not fun. It sucks. I was gonna do like a little donation, like gift for because you can put gifts on your coffee like things. If someone donates, like it can like play a little gif, and I wanted to make a little gif where like either there's a either there's like a little money like why is the audio sounding so weird all of a sudden? That was so weird. Is it just this song that is just like trying to do something weird? I wonder. Well, we'll definitely see now. I know your allergy pain, right? But it's getting worse because I have to deal with the ants, and the way of dealing with the fucking ants gives me allergy. So yeah, I've had to like really deal with it. It's been a tough morning today. It was a tough day. I didn't know if I was gonna stream at all, and I decided to push through when like when my ADHD medication like kicked in, because like I have type 2 narcolepsy, which means I get EP. I get EP, and it's really hard. But yeah, I was so EP, and I took a little bit of my meds, hoping it doesn't always work, which is why I was like, I hope it works. It did work. It did work. I am alive. I'm still a little EP, but it's not like I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep mid-sentence like I did before. But yeah, for the assets, I thought I was gonna like, for the nations and stuff, I was gonna like make either catching like Pera, as if they were like a fish, like, and then like pulled out of frame, or a random hand like just like offering like $1. And bit of like and then like a dog being like like just like all over the place. And that's about it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one, with this idea, because I think it's funnier. It's funnier, and I am kind of excited to doing this, like in kind of like sprite form, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, today's been like, I'm so EP, there's allergies. It's been a day. It's been a day, okay? It's been quite a day. I'm spitting all over my tablet. It's been a day. It's been a day, for sure. I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna open ASEPRITE, my Pixar program, so to get like started with this, because this warm-up took too long because I was babbling about the ants. There's so many ants. Again, if anyone gives me ant money, I will doodle something for you on stream, but only on stream because I do have commissions to finish, and I don't have time to like add to the backlog. Why is this open? What happened? You couldn't see it because I don't have it, like I have it like on a different like I have it on a different source, but for some reason VideoTube just mini VideoTube or whatever the fuck it was called, like for whatever reason it opened. It was so weird. It was so weird. What the hell? That was so weird. Anyway, the ants did get in the PC. Oh, shut up. There's something that is something that it's so scary to me, because ants do get into electronics. They do, and they fuck up electronics so easily, which is why I'm filling my fucking electronics with like bug spray to make sure that they don't get in, because when ants get into electronics, they fully destroy them, and it's really hard to get rid of them after they gotten in. So I've been breathing it in. I've been breathing in all of the bug spray. I'm taking years of my life. God. Listen. I'm happy. I love my house or whatever as much as anyone can love a home, I guess. But the fact that my home is so old, my parents bought it when I was like 2 years old. The fact that this house is so old. This house is 100 years old plus, literally. It means that there's a lot of maintenance that I cannot do realistically. Which means that stuff like the ant situation just happens sometimes. And I have to breathe in the ant boys. And I have to breathe in the bug spray. Because if I don't, ants are gonna get in the electronics, and I am gonna lose a lot of stuff. Anyway, this is a very ranty stream, and I would apologize, but I'm not sorry. I'm tired, and there's ants. Like, I am allowed to yell when there's ants. If there weren't any ants... Oh, I got ant money! Thank you, Zero! Zero, thank you! Thank you for the ant money! Doo-doo-doo! Oh, thank you! What do you want? I'll doodle you something. What do you want? Let me get the program up again. Let me get MYPAINT open again. I'll doodle you something. What do you want, Doodle? What do you want, Zero? What do you want doodled? Yeah, more ants. Maybe that'll help if I get more ants. The other ants. If I get well-behaved ants, maybe the ants will stop invading my home by example. Maybe they'll learn. Maybe they'll learn, right? Maybe they'll learn. A friend with a giant ant. You being okay, sure. Let's draw me being friend with ant. Why not? Why not? We're doing sure. Why not? Why not? Might as well. There we go. This is my friend face. I'm doing propaganda. Propaganda. You're doing propaganda. Ah! And there's Zero celebrating. Like, whoa, I did that. Propaganda. I'm so funny, dude. Dude, I'm so funny. They have 3. Yeah, they have 3, like, a Torx and a, yeah, something like that. I broke it in peace in these turbulent times. You know it. You know it. Ugh. God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I deserve to not have ants, you know? That shouldn't be too much to ask. God gives its hardest battles to its to the stronger soldiers. Now that could apply to me or the ants. Oh, someone's writing me. Hang on. People are talking to me. I'm so tired of my prod bullshit. You mean? No, I'm just so tired, like, in general. In general. Just tired. Oh, that was just PayPal letting me know, like, the transaction was a transaction. I know, PayPal, I saw it. Jesus Christ, you don't have to send me an email every time. Like, and it always sends me an email, like, 5 minutes late. Or rather, the notification, gets to me, like, 5 minutes late. Because, like, I've been, like, on my email, when stuff happens, when I'm, like, selling commissions or whatever, and people, like, pay, right? And the payment, like, goes through right away, like, it doesn't take this long, but for some reason, the notification, like, the actual sound or whatever, in my phone, it just takes forever. It's like... It's just how it is. You're the avatar, bringing peace between the nations. Yeah, that makes more sense. It's a shame because I do think ants are neat. But thinking an animal is neat doesn't mean you want it in your home. If they weren't so destructive in terms of, like, just in general in terms of, like, structural integrity of my home, I wouldn't mind. Like, I really wouldn't. But I do mind, because the longer they're there, the more they're gonna fuck up my house. But for example, I'm the kind of person that doesn't get rid of, like, a lot of, like, spiders. I like having spiders, like, on my avatar. Ah, that's a good one! Good job. That's a good one. But I'm the kind of person that enjoys, like, just spiders. I enjoyed spiders. I'm an average spider enjoyer. Spiders, George. No, I don't eat them, but I am an average, like, spider enjoyer. I do like spiders. Maori doesn't like spiders. Maori has a terrible phobia of spiders. But I do like spiders. I think they're neat. They're neat. They're useful. They get rid of all the other bugs that I don't like. And where I am in South America, who knows now with the climate and stuff, right? But, like, technically, with our temperature and, like, the way our weather is, there are only 2 species of venomous spiders in my country, which is the corner reclusive, you know, the reclusive little guy. Don't worry, I made sure the ants a great district border. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yes, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Spiders. I love spiders. But yeah, they're just neat. They're just neat little guys. They stay in their place. They're very rarely getting on my nerves. And like I was saying, there's only very few, like, poisonous spiders here. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. I'm sick. I'm not sick. I have allergies, and it's hard to think when half of your face hurts. I'm doing a little better since I took my allergy medication, but like I still feel it. I can still feel it. But as I was saying, yeah, there's only 2 species of like poisonous spiders on my country. Reclusives and black widows, and both of those are very recognizable, easy to like just differentiate from any other fucking spider. Most. And every other spider in my country is not poisonous. So, especially in my zone, in my like city, in my little silly little city, so I don't worry too much about spiders. Like I don't tend to. I don't worry a lot about like. Like if they're in a very compromising place, like if they make a web in like a cupboard that I'm using or something, that I just take them up. I do just take them either outside or like to like, you know, an area that I don't use, like the door or whatever. Like I do that. But most of the time, because this house is old, the ceilings are very, very tall, I don't run into them that much. So I don't mind having them around. They eat all the other bugs I hate. They're usually most likely not poisonous. And like again, they get rid of all the other bugs I hate. It's a win-win situation for me. Spiders are great. They're so funny. Also, something that a lot of people might not know, the bigger and maybe scarier the spider is, like the bigger their little fangs and the bigger they are like in terms of size, the less likely they are to be poisonous, because they don't need to be poisonous to like defend themselves or hunt. They have size. So like the bigger, scarier spiders, fluffier, they're usually like the safest ones. Like tarantulas are very, very safe. Like they might cause you like an allergic reaction because of like their. Yeah, I try not to mush them. Yeah, right. I'm sorry you're scared of them. There's not a lot to like be scared of. They're nice. They're nice little guys. But yeah, like they very rarely like have any beef with people. There's not so many other bugs that are like, oh, you're in my territory, die, when they just kind of hide whenever I spot them. There we go. I'll send it to you later on like Blue Sky. But yeah, let's get back. Let's get back on task. Let's get back on task. Like I'm fighting that phobia. No, they're chill, but it's almost no. I get it. I'm not dismissing your phobia, because I know how like phobias are not a conscious thing. They're not a rational thing. I have a needle phobia. Funny enough, as the punk little man that I am, I do have a needle phobia that it's very, 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 very bad. And here's the thing, a lot of people, whenever it, like, and it happens a lot also when I get, like, vaccines or whatever, right? And a lot of people, like, are like, oh, but it doesn't hurt that much. Like, it's just a moment. And I'm like, it's not that they don't hurt that much. They almost don't hurt at all. Like, to me, like, all the times that I've gotten vaccines, they don't hurt that much. It's not the pain that I'm afraid of, it's the needle. Like, people don't really get it. It's so good, I love it. I'm glad. It was just a like, quick little doodle. But yeah, let me get this. Let me get this working. Pew, pew, pew. Sugar, it's gonna be quite a big sprite, so maybe I should go with like 100, because it's gonna be a little bigger than usual. So maybe 100. It's like what I kind of need. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need like 100 for sure. Maybe I won't show the hand. I will just show the like the bill just coming in like and Pera just like coming over like I usually do this with a mouse because one, and that's not gonna be easier with a mouse. Like, at least the cleanup I'll probably do it with a mouse, but like this part, absolutely not. So yeah, let's draft this. Let's get this drafted. So yeah, it's one layer. Let's... Wait, I need to move my little man. He's in the way. But it's in the way. Okay, perfect. I need another frame. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll do the timing later. I'll do the timing. I need to turn on the... I haven't animated that much on this. I need to turn on the onion screen. Okay. Now I need to move. But it's exactly where I don't need them. Okay, there. Where are my onion layers? I haven't animated in ASEPRITE in a hot second, and what I animated wasn't that complicated, so I didn't really... Lieutenant? Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the onion skin and... yeah, behind sprite and grid layer only. No, I'm fine. Every layer is fine. But why can't I see it then? Why is it not showing me? Oh, I need to turn it on here. Okay, cool. So in comes the cash. Got it. Anything like this? Yeah, but it shouldn't get cut here. It only should be cut like on the bottom. I need to really figure that one out. So I need to make them a little smaller.
Yeah, I'll make them like hold on to this maybe. New empty frame.
I used to be needle phobic until I almost died and I had needles put in me constantly for a week. Yeah, honestly,
It's not only that it's just like the least of your problems that it has been proven that exposure is like it's the best like cure for a phobia, but done in like a specific way, right? So like I get it. I get why like that helped you a little bit in that sense, like that you no longer felt so scared of needles. It does suck that that happens, for sure. I had to be hospitalized a couple times, and yeah, the needle part was not fun. But yeah. I'm glad you're okay now. For sure. I need to make this a little smaller. Where's the transform tool on this? Modify? No. Oh, it's, okay, whatever. Can I just, like... I don't see transform. How do I set this? Hello? Oh, I need to deselect. There's probably an easier way to do this. I don't use ASEPRITE a lot, except that to make very, like, my little guy a lot. There we go. Not for real. And thanks, was just before caught it. It was great timing on my medical emergency. Honestly, yeah. Considering like the hospitals could have been like full and shit. It could have been way worse for sure. Like I'm glad honestly the timing could have been way worse. Sorry. I'm so tired. Yeah. Just like... Oh, I have it. Like, okay. No, yeah, first frame. But why isn't it showing more? Oh, because I... My bad. My bad! Can I flip this? Can I flip this? Can I flip it? Can I flip it? Can I flip it? Yeah, that's the stuff. And to modify? Yeah. No! My bad. Material. I just threw random shit up. And I'm doing it pretty loosely. This is like this is called, what is it called in English? Animating I mean it's pose to pose basically. You draw the most important poses first and then you draw a little bit of the in-betweens and then you draw the in-betweens of those in-betweens. This is pretty loose anyways because I'm not going for anything too polished like at all. So yeah, I'm not too worried. And I don't even know if I'm gonna like do more layers than just this. Likely yeah, for like the hair and stuff. Because I wanted to have a little like secondary animation or whatever. You know what? Yeah, I'll do. This is a technique though that I'm gonna just be testing right now. Because I've done very little animation, like pixel art animation, and then I saw like a lot of people, instead of animating lines, which makes a lot of sense because like lines in pixel art are very hard to follow in terms of movement. So they animate the mass instead, like they make this, like they make the shape and they animate that, and then on top of that then they go and clean up like the line art and stuff. And to me that made so much sense in terms of like animating pixel art. It's a little different than animating straight up. I did want to have this drawn first so I knew like what I wanted to do first. But yeah. I need a new layer. How do I add a layer here? I keep forgetting. No, not duplicate cell. Edit. Layer. New layer. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so first that I'm gonna there we go. I'm gonna add that because there doesn't need to be. Yeah, there we go. There doesn't need to be like there needs to be like an empty one first. So I'm just gonna add a little something. There we go. So yeah, here's the empty one. Because the money is not there right away, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just gonna get the movement down because I took a lot of time babbling. Yeah, perfect. I took a lot of time babbling about my ants. So I'm not gonna take too long on this. That's basically it. Okay. Because yeah, I took too long rambling about my ants. So I got started a little late on this. So I'm probably not gonna stay like more. I likely won't stay more than another hour at most. And I mean that's gonna be enough, I think, to jot down like the movement good enough, but not enough to clean it for sure. So that's fine. I just needed to get this out today, basically. You know, to get into the habit, like I'm having a few growing pains in terms of like getting stuff done. So like I kind of had to force myself. Like after I figured that I was feeling a little better, I wasn't gonna fall asleep like half mid-sentence, and that I wasn't dying too much, I decided like yeah, I can do it. Like even if I don't have a concrete plan, you know. The ant rant was a great moment to hop on here. Oh no, that was a repeat of the ant rant. The ant rant was at the beginning. I was just yelling into the void about the ants. New layer, new layer. Bigger there. Who talking to me? People need to stop talking to me. Everyone always chooses like when I'm streaming to send me text. No one fucking texts me all day, but the second I start streaming, it's like ring ring. You up? There we go. She needs to be this layer. Needs to be under. How do I move it? Oh, like that. Okay. Again, I very rarely animate on here. And I didn't do animation that was more like at I think 5 frames or something. I didn't go too crazy with it, so this is like new territory for me. No, I should separate the body and the neck, like the body and the head, because the head is gonna have a little bit of a like extra movement for sure. So this should be like her, and then the body should be, yeah. There we go. And the body can be like this, like, well, whoopsie, this like blue color. I'll animate the hair later because it's gonna be secondary animate like movement. There we go. Oops. There we go. That might be a bit too big. It kind of gets out of like the, yeah. I'm gonna make it a little smaller, just a smidge smaller, but it does need to have a little bit of a stretch. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna have to make you a little smaller, so like the whole thing makes a little bit more sense. There you go. I'm gonna name this because I am gonna get lost if I don't. Perfect. Oh,
I have all caps on.
Whatever. I'm yelling. Sure. Okay, perfect. No. Whoops. Just make you a little smaller, so you can have a nice stretch when you give that big chomp. Yeah, no, this needs to be a little more exaggerated. I'm focusing so hard. I got a friend that doesn't text all week, but finds the most inconvenient time to be like, wanna go to a concert, basically! You should play Earth Defense Force. I mean, yeah, why not? Sometime. No, I think the color is like part of the head in terms of like shape. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna. We're gonna get a sort of current layer. Spoken Spanish. I'm gonna change it to current layer only. That's how tired I am. There you go. I need to the silhouette needs to read a little better in terms of what it looks like a chump. It's gonna make more sense. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, thank you, Dreadlock. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. The ants. Goddamn ants. Thank you for your ant help for the ants. Let me save this real quick. Let me see if there's any message to see if he requested something or if I need to ask. Dreadlock, if you want a doodle for your donation, let me know. I'll doodle something. Yeah, War on the Ants. I'll doodle something, I promise. Let me check my coffee. It's a miracle the freaking chat hasn't died. It's the only good thing that's been going on today. I don't want to jinx it, but like, I don't care. I need to clean up my gallery also. Like, I just realized like I have all of the little pictures from the streams for no fucking reason. No, that's not it. There we go. Yay! Thank you, Dreadlock. If you want a doodle on stream, let me know. Thank you so much. Chipping in for you. I just saw your message, Zero, chipping in for you to buy more ants. It's so good. There has to be like a way I can show like a message when people like donate, but I'm not sure how it's done. Like, I'm just a little guy. There's ants. I'm just one little guy. Like, what could one little guy do? Honestly. Whoops. See, and you expect me, you expect me to know things? This needs to be a little smaller. This needs to be a little smaller. And a little squishier. And a little more like, a little more like this. Because it's doing chomp. It's going down strong. There we go. Like that. Like, chomp. But yeah, having pests is not super fun in all seriousness. Oop, my bad. Again, there's probably way easier way to do this, but again, I'm not used to animating on, like, ASEPRITE, and the truth is, like, every program is a little different when it comes to animation, which is not great. I don't love that, personally, as an animator. I personally do not love that. Makes more sense. I just want to make sure I know where the mouth is. Because that's gonna be the part with most movement. Kogo the pixels. I just got started. I was yelling about ants for a little bit. Cause there's ants, Anthony. There's ants. Also, hi, Anthony. Thank you for stopping by.
But yeah, I'm making a little animation for when people donate. Whoops. I'm making a little animation for people donate where Pera chomps on the bill and just goes like. I don't know if you can see it properly because I used a very light color for this, but yeah, that's the head, like a dog. Munch, like munch, and then like. I see the vision. Nice. Still loving that noise you make for the fighting. Which one? The or the which one? I love Foley work. I'm the kind of person that makes noises for no reason. I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy. Again, it's a fucking miracle I'm here. I did it because, god damn it, I need to get into like a proper schedule of work. And I want to stream. I really do want to stream. Like, that's what I want to do because it's good for me. Like, it's good for my work output. It's good for my, like, just like, my, just like in general to practice how to perform, especially when playing games and stuff. I love it. I love playing games like on stream. It's so fun. And like, god damn it, like I need, like, I want to do it more, so like I'm gonna do it more. Also, yeah, I'm doing this on Silhouette just because I saw that it's better for pixel animation. In quotation marks better. In the sense of like, it makes more sense, especially to, it's like when I saw people doing this for like pixel animation, it made a lot of sense to me, right? Because they usually start with like easier shapes, and I get that, but I don't have the time, so I'm just like, you know, I'm getting a couple like steps ahead. But and it makes a lot of sense because like, unlike when you're animating like just regular and you follow like your lines and whatever the hell, like pixel animation, it makes a lot of sense. Like the pixelated lines take a lot more space, so it's a lot harder to like follow them for a cohesive like fluid animation, so it's easier to work with the shapes, with the full shapes and silhouettes instead of like, they're both excellent. Great. My plan. Yeah, I just love making noises. It's just my, it's one of my life callings. I used to be very good at imitating like animals when I was like a little guy, when I was like a wee lad. But now I can only do it with just a few animals, right? Because you know, as you grow older, you're not incentivized to make loud noises anymore. And the thing is, like, with like imitating dogs and like seals and stuff, and like, they're noisy, so it used to be a very loud sound that I could make. But right, because like, as you grow up, it's no longer seen as acceptable to be too noisy. I kind of lost practice, and I kind of can't force myself to like make such loud noises like on purpose, right? I can't like do those noises like on purpose anymore, because like I just stop myself, because like, again, like socialization and stuff. It's just how life is, like. But I can still do pretty decent cat. Because it's fairly low. Let me Wait. Yeah. Oh, hey! You got here just as I was fucking meowing. But yeah. Hey, folks. Hey, thank you again for the donation. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Do you want a sketch? Do you want a little sketch for your donation? You want a little small sketch for your donation on stream? Thank you so much for the ant help with the help with the ants. But yeah, again, I used to be very good at like animal sounds. Cats, like again, cats are a little easier because they're lower, that they're as loud, so I can go like. And it's easier. Like it doesn't. I don't stop myself because it's not a super annoying like sound. So animals, like I can't think of more animals that have that sort of like tone, like range, but I can do a couple more, but I can't think of one right now. But yeah, I love making noises. I used to, like I said, I used to be pretty good at like imitating animals and stuff. It was fun. I had fun with it. No, you don't have to. I appreciate it. If you want, let me know. If you want, let me know. Oh, I accidentally moved the wrong one. Oops. No. Your meows sound like they're from web fishing. I mean, yeah. It's probably a person like doing it too, so it's fine. I haven't played web fishing. Anthony, thank you! Thank you, Anthony! Thank you! Oh, I really appreciate it, man. Like, I really do appreciate it. I need to hurry up with your commission now. But I really appreciate it. Fucking goddamn ants. Thank you so much. That's gonna help so much, honestly. That's gonna help so much, honestly. Like, I can totally do, like, half of it. I can totally do half of it. Like, half of, like, the fumigation with that. And that's gonna help a whole hecking lot. Thank you so much. Do you wanna stream sketch? Do you want a quick stream sketch? Here's the thing. I sound quirky and I sound like hee funny noises, but the truth is, this is what animation is. Like, I'm not the first nor the last person to add noise to the movement. I might have made that a little too big. Let me know if you want. Anthony, let me know if you want a little doodle. Just a quick sketchy. I'm gonna save this. I didn't save. Save as. This is where I keep my garbage, by the way. don't know. Jump. It's very hard to resist making noises. It also kind of helps you to visualize it, actually. It's surprisingly, but it does kind of help you visualize. You know how sometimes people, when they draw lines, they go shoo, 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 or shoo, shoo, stuff like that? it kind of just helps you. I don't know. I think it helps you like visualize. I'm just making sure that the masses are like consistent. I should do the color a separate color, the color at the choker a separate color, but I'm not. Listen, I'm tired. I'm not here for that. I'm just one little guy. I'm just one tiny little man. Like, what do you expect from a tiny little man? Yeah, I think that's... Still not. And I need to keep the body in a similar place. It's okay that it thins there, because, like, it's a stretch. Oh, actually, damn, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fool! If the body is stretching, I need to pull the collar up because the character is moving upwards. So it can, like, it's gonna look super weird if the color if the necklace, the choker stays in the same place. Listen. In Spanish, necklace is collar, which is written exactly like collar, but I know in English it's a different thing, and I get confused. So if it's here, if it's down here, I need to pull it a little bit upwards, so something like that, maybe. Let me turn off. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense in the sense of the movement. Hey guys, it's me. Listen. Jump, jump, jump. I'm gonna draw the money one time, like that, just so I have a little bit of a clue to where. Muppet. Indeed. I moved it accidentally. I keep moving it and I'm not sure how I do it. Again, I'm not used to. Okay, there. I think I got it. It's when I grab it like in the middle, but I don't know if there's any other way to scrub that isn't like just doing this. I wonder. I'm not used to animating in ASEPRITE, like, at all. The grace of Munch. Yeah, also Munch. Yeah. I'm glad. I love animating. It's so fun, but it takes really long. There's just things that you have to like keep in mind when you're just thinking about movement. Like I said, like for example the necklace, like the fact that it was exactly in the same place as the pose before it didn't make sense in terms of like movement. That didn't make any sense. Like the necklace needs to go upwards if the whole head is going upwards. Like that is just how movement works. And keeping track of stuff like that sometimes can get a little difficult. Like, I'm a little rusty right now, admittedly, because I haven't animated in a hot second, because I haven't had a lot of time. But it is stuff that it's just like sometimes it can be hard to like keep track of, and a lot of people don't fully. I don't think they fully know that when talking about animation. See, for example, this pose, it's not exaggerated enough. It's not far enough from the pose before it, so it doesn't have the strength that I want it to take. So I'm gonna have to like, I'm either gonna start the movement on this side, because it's gonna be a way bigger movement if Pera moves like all the way over here on this first movement than it would be if Pera just did a little movement here and then a big movement here. It just doesn't translate the same way. If I had a bit more space, I would probably just woof, like super exaggerated. But we're working on something fairly small, so like we're working smarter. So I'm gonna flip this, and instead of starting the movement on this side, like on this side, we're gonna start the little. We're gonna start it on this side. And I think that might look better. A lot of it is when you're animating like this. When you're animating, it's important to do a little bit of thumbnailing beforehand. I'm not doing that right now because like I'm just trying to get right into it. But if I were doing this for like a client or like a show or whatever, I probably would have a little thumbnail of the whole movement, of the whole range of movement, like on top or somewhere else. Right? To have a better idea of like what movements I should use. It's not just sketching it beforehand, like you have to see it next to each other, and that usually helps a lot. But yeah, I would usually have that. But again, since we're kind of just fucking with ball, there's a lot of experimentation in the middle. There would be a lot of experimentation anyways, because what works in a thumbnail doesn't always work on the animation itself. There's a lot of elements going on. Animating is great. I love animation. I love the fluidity of the work, and like just the way you have to think about things is a little different. And a lot of people don't know this, but you don't have to be a good artist to be a good animator, because it's a different skill set. I've been talking about this for a long time, but being a good illustrator... Oh no, my chat! But yeah, while I'm saying this, I'm gonna fix it while I'm saying this, okay? But like, being a good illustrator doesn't make you a good animator, and a good I like it when a picture moves, right? It's so fun! But like, and vice versa, being a good animator won't necessarily make you a good illustrator. There are different skill sets. There's a reason I know a lot of people, especially on 3D animation, that don't know. I mean, they know how to draw vaguely, but they're not that proficient on it, right? But they're excellent animators. They're excellent animators because, again, it's a different toolset. It's a fairly different toolset. It's very interesting. The chat was working so well, honestly. I'm so sad that it just died, because that means that it might start dying again. Which, again, a shame, honestly. Let me check something. Let me check the other. Okay, yeah, no, the linking it's working. The linking it's working. Okay, so I just died. Pera died. What? Okay, so B-Magic Mirror just closed for no fucking reason. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. That was really weird. Pera died. They took Pera and the divorced. What happened? They took Pera and the divorce. That was so weird. First they took my chat, and then they took Pera. Okay, I got him back. It's okay, guys. It's okay. He's back. I was just changing around. Like, me touching stuff on XSplit shouldn't have done
jack shit to VMagic Mirror. I don't know what happened. That was so weird. That was super weird. That was incredibly weird. Okay, yeah. Okay, everything's working again. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, right. But yeah, you don't have to like be good at drawing to animate like at all. You just need to like have an understanding of how animation works, which has a lot to do with like, you know, movement and speed and like timing and spacing. Because if I this looks good because I'm timing it with my mouth, with my hand, right? With my mouse. I'm just going like rock. So like you can kind of tell what I'm trying to do. Like it's separated. But if I play like just like that, it looks stiff because there's no timing or spacing through the whole thing. So it's just a skill set that you have to develop separate from your art skills in general. It's very interesting. I should like, I do want to get into animating more with rigs, because like with 2D rigs or even 3D rigs, because pre-done rigs, I'm not gonna make a rig myself. I'm not gonna hurt myself like that. But oh, there's nothing. What? There's nothing in this. What? Whatever. Because I'm not gonna hurt myself like that by making a rig myself, like a pre-rigged character or something, because like it helps a lot to practice animation without having to do the whole thing. To practice the like movement and stuff like that with a rigged model. Even if you do it frame by frame, even if you do every keyframe instead of like tweening it, in the end you're learning, you're practicing a lot, like in terms of animation. Like it makes sense to do that even if you're not drawing, to practice animation. I would right, I keep forgetting how this is done. Again, there's probably an easier way to do it, but like I don't know. I've never done it before. Not here. See, like this movement is a lot bigger than what it was. I would still though, funny enough, I would still like give it a little bit more of a curvature. Whoa, a little bit more of a curvature for sure. Move it a little bit to the right. Maybe even like get a little, yeah. That makes sense to me. To me that makes sense. Okay. Whoops. No. There you go. In fact, I think this should be a little lower. That should be a little lower. Oh, if you move it, you move all of the... Oh, that's interesting. Unless, I'm guessing... Yeah, oh, that's interesting. That's useful. Like, if I click on top, I'm moving the whole... I'm, like, selecting the whole thing. But if I click them individually... I see. I get it. I'm learning. And this I put it a little higher, so like... Wait, no, I moved... Oops, I moved the whole thing? Was that it? Okay, and then I put you tall. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, shit.
Okay. And now I just copy this one here and flip it. Flip, 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 flip it. Now we're gonna... This one could be, yeah. So it looks like it's going forward. Yeah. A little bit. Did I like delete it? Did I move it? What did I do? Oh yeah, I like moved it over here somehow. Jesus. No, it's still here. What? Huh? What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm just gonna do it again. No. I don't know if there's any, like, a better way of scrubbing in this thing. I really don't. I don't know if I should make Pera like go down again, so it's a whole loop. But again, like money shows up, Pera comes down. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that actually. That makes sense. So honestly, I'll see how much movement I want to put in that. Maybe I just want them to like have the little bill like stuck on their face and like go down. Maybe I want to make them do a whole swallow. No. Because a whole swallowing animation, that's gonna take a little too long, like in terms, not so much in terms of how long it's gonna take me to do it, but like how long it's gonna last. And I don't want the animation to be too long, so I'm just gonna make them go down. Oh dear, creature. Indeed, la criatura. I think I can stop. Nope, that's not the one. Here. Okay. I think I can like. I'm just gonna. First, I'm gonna save because I'm a smart little guy, and now I'm gonna try to make the body a little consistent. Actually, I should probably draw the arms in a different layer. No, actually, yeah, I think the arms should, like, be here, actually. I think it should be fine. A little like that. Yeah, I think yeah, that makes more sense in terms of how like the arm would look. So like, yeah. I should maybe move it down actually. I'm just gonna cheat it. I'm just gonna cheat it when I draw the neck, the choker. Like I'm just gonna cheat it like after. It's fine. little bit of stretch. I'm gonna give it a little, just so I have an idea of like the path, the bill, what it's gonna like. Yeah, that makes sense. BRB, if I miss the ending tonight, no worries. Take your time, it's okay. Whoops, I forgot what tool I was on. I'm not used to working with this program, nor am I used to working with pixels, but I like the just the overall visual appeal of pixel art and pixel animation. But I'm but a little guy. The thing with working with Pera, it's that they're so small. Sometimes it's hard to make certain things work properly. Like, for example, their arms and stuff. He's just a little man. It would be like going backwards like that. Yeah. And probably a little higher. The shoulder should be a little higher because it's following this line, so like that. Yeah, that makes more sense. I am losing a little bit of mass there though. Yeah, there we go. For the ending, I'm probably just gonna repeat the animation I'm gonna do when he like gets on in frame. Just gonna use some of those frames and change the hair, because the hair is the secondary animation of the hair is probably what's gonna change the most. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Munch. Dun, 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 do the conga. Anyway, let's get serious. Okay, yeah. Extra frame, I'm gonna plan just a little bit of the secondary movement, because I'm gonna do it properly afterwards when I have more of the main body movement going on. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay. Oh, right, layer. Again, there has to be an easier way to do this. There has to be. I'm just dumb. Whoops! I pressed. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
It's for me. I'm gonna use red. Red is gonna, yeah, it's gonna read a little easier. Maybe orange so it doesn't break my eyes. No. Alright. Alright. I'm seeing like what is easier for me to read. Okay, yeah, perfect. So this little tufts would go down and they would go up. Right, left. Rest of the hair. I'm gonna put it. Yeah, no. I need to fit all of their giant hair like here. Maybe I'll just like, because Pera's hair goes like wherever it fits, honestly, half the time. Yeah, that makes some sense. And it has whatever mass I'm feeling like at the time I'm drawing it. He's an alien. Leave him alone. A little sweep. Whoops. A little sweep like upwards like that. For the antennas, I am gonna use a different color because they're probably gonna move a little different. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. There's not. Oh, right. Because it does. I wasn't given a like proper consistency for that. Okay, I have a base for that. So let's focus on the movement of the body. There we go. So first of all, I do feel like this wouldn't be, yeah. This wouldn't be that different actually. Frame, perfect. There we go. A little bit of anticipation. It's not gonna be that different, so I'm probably not gonna redraw that. Just a little bit of anticipation, then more. Actually, I can probably get the movement started for the... for the opening of the mouth, so I can just like... So I don't have to add another frame here and detract from this snappiness of this movement. I don't have to make it like smaller. Probably gonna touch up the body a little bit more because I just realized I'm not following the type of movement that I want to do, which is more of a circular movement. Because if it's doing that, yeah, it's going like this way. So it's like, so I'm gonna have to select all and shoot and up, eat, and more towards the right. Let's check it out. Yeah, now it doesn't stutter. It was stuttering. Or what I like to call stuttering, which is like the movement doesn't fully make sense. It's like it goes back and forth back for no reason. Oops. What did I move? Did I move something? God damn it. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna give it a little another frame that looks kinda like this, but not exactly, because I wanted to have a little bit of like a stretch. A little bit, just so it looks like the opening of the mouth a little slower when it's fully open, like there's a little deceleration. So I'm gonna again use the same frame. Just gonna tweak it up a little bit. Got it. Gonna move it a little. I'm pretty sure I have the. That's what I was looking for. There, and slice. Oh, no, that's not. What? No, this is for separating, I'm guessing. Oh, I fucked up. Never mind then. I'm just a little guy. I'm just silly like that. I'm sorry. Thanks. I didn't do that much, honestly. When I'm doing something snappy like this, it's more about like, what can I tweak? Because these are like snappy movements. If I add too many frames, it's gonna look slow, and I don't want it to look slow. I want it to look snappy. I still need to change the timing and spacing of this, but like with every frame lasting the exact same amount of time, it looks fine still, so it's whatever. Yeah. This is called flipping. I don't know if anyone like wants to know terms, but this, when you flip from frame to frame, it's called flipping. I'm doing it to kind of like visualize like where the next frame needs to be, where the next like key pose needs to be, the in between. Better said, because it's not so much key pose that I'm gonna draw it in between. Yeah, once again, I think I can just use the same frame for this, so just need to make you go lower. The arm needs to be a little higher because it's going down, it's pushing. It's a little bit of because there's an anticipation before the full, like the The little guy has an arm now, that's a whole appendage, that's true. Yeah, I'm sorry, my chair is super creaky. It didn't used to be like that, it's not that old. I bought it like on 2 years ago or something like that. It was cheap, but it's very comfy. It's just a desk chair, right?
I need to oil it, I think, but I don't have any oil. I don't have any oil. Sorry for the squeaks. I would use my other chair because I do have the other chair that I use for playing games because it's a little more comfy and I can like set the keyboard on my lap like I need to, because I don't have any space to like put everything else on my desk. Whoop. But I can't move properly in that chair because it doesn't have any wheels or like it doesn't rotate right, because it's just a regular ass like little chair. Actually, I don't think this arm would show here because it would be like secondary animation, it would be like here. Oh, maybe you know what? Maybe I should give them like a little leggy up here. Like they're pulling so hard, like they're almost losing balance. I think that could be cute. That does mean I need to move their body a little bit to the left. Like, you know, like we figure it out. We figure it out and like we find cooler ways to do stuff. Thinking about movements, it's really tough. And I haven't had the chance to animate something that someone else has made. And this arm needs to be a little bit back. I never had the chance to animate something that someone else has planned movements for, because I'm always the one doing the planning and the storyboarding, and it's tough. I really want to just relax and like make something with a little guidance once. Like I think that would be therapeutic for me. It's not because, oh, I'm so good, they always ask me to do the movements, like I'm so creative and smart and talented. It's more like I was the person there for that. Like there wasn't anyone else at the time, so like yeah, this arm would be like here. We'll do like a whole. There should be like a smear frame here. So I'm just gonna very quickly pull a silly smear frame. Nothing crazy, nothing too crazy. Just wanna. It's not gonna be like. It's not gonna be the shape that it needs to be yet, but I want to like have an idea of where things are gonna be.
something. Yeah, something like that. I'm not even gonna fully separate the body yet because it's just for me later to figure it out. This should be a little stretched. Like, whoop. I'm probably gonna make like the teeth like go all the way like here. Like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna add just gonna tweak this frame a little bit, just a smidge.
Two years is a lot in computer gremlin years, right?
True that. True that. Agreed. Why am I seeing so little? How do I extend? Which one? No. Like it should. I should be able to see this frame because I want to reference it, but like for some reason the onion skinning doesn't seem to have like an amount of like frames I can like. This is the I'm gonna draw the path a little better because I made it too linear. It should be like this. It should be like this should be. I don't know anyone who doesn't love doing smear frames, because it's really fun to think how a blurred image might look like. And it's not just drawing whatever, you have to follow the path like of what the movement would be properly, right? But it is still pretty liberating because you don't have to draw like exactly. There's no correct way of doing it. Oh, whoops. How do I... Because I just want... Wait, maybe if I... Right there. Because I want to imply that there's like a little resistance. Or there's like a little... Whoops. Maybe that's too many frames for that, actually. Well, maybe not. I do wish, and maybe someone has already like made a... Oh, no worries, take your time. Sorry, I'm just reading that. But like, maybe someone else already like made a mod or whatever, but like, I do wish this had like a 24 frame, like a frame per second, like line, instead of like each frame lasts this amount of milliseconds. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't work with milliseconds. Well, it's time to, let's animate the little bill first. Little money. There we go. So like for it to appear, whoopsies. Whoopsies, whoops, whoops, whoops. Do this on the line. No, that looks nothing like what I was trying to do. Okay, hang on. I went wrong here because it doesn't have any weight. It doesn't have any weight, so
should. Okay. Ah! No! No! Doesn't have any weight. It should be bending like this. Needs to bend, needs to bend, needs to bend. No, it needs to appear from this side. That's what I'm fucking up, because like the money doesn't come from down. I'm so sleepy. It needs to come from here. I know there's like a way to draw on multiple layers at once, but I don't remember how it's done. I've gotta look it up later, not now. I just want to get the movement of the entrance. How do I deselect? There has to be like an easier way to deselect, right? Is that it? It's not exactly it, is it? Okay, close enough. Fucking whatever.
This is more about movement than the timing, because it looks slow as hell. I am gonna have to like fix the timing, like specifically like each frame. I think this frame should have like a little bit of extra like smear kind of like residue. And this one too, I would definitely benefit from some extra like, yeah. Maybe I can change every... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it from each of them. I think I'm gonna set them to 50 because if I need a frame to last longer, I can just like repeat it. Yeah, that makes more sense. Actually, maybe I don't even need this like huge... this huge smear frame right here. No, actually, no. Yeah, maybe I don't. I think it slows it down too much. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. it does need maybe another frame there, and maybe two more frames. Yeah. The important parts I think are done, because I'm not gonna get too bogged down with the smears, because I'm probably gonna cheat them a little bit, and whatever I end up like drawing here, I'm just gonna like cut it up and like kind of like stretch it. I think that's gonna look better especially in this style. So I'm not gonna get too bogged down with that. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. But yeah, the main movements I think are set. Like the important poses are like set. I do need to make Pera like appear here though. Forgot about that. I do wonder why I can't like. There has to be like a way to properly control the onion skinning. Like the amount of layers, the amount of like frames. Oh, loop to chat frames. Would that be it? Like the amount of frames forwards and backwards that I'm allowed to see. There has to be like a way to set that up, I'm sure, but like I don't know. Again, I never animated this. The timing would be more something more like. I'm gonna have to make a proper reference for this movement, and probably my actual animation programs. This is probably more than anything just a couple like smear frames together. I'm too sleepy right now to like actually think how it should look like. But I'm almost certain it's something like, it really is something like just having this 3 like frames in movement, like all of them in frame and just one of them a bit more prevalent than the others, and depending on like what part of the movement it is on. But I got a big chunk of the movement done. I can definitely like worry about the secondary animation later. Yeah.
Oh, hi! Hello?
Yeah, of course, I'm just still. Ah, my chat disappeared! I was too focused. But yeah! Yeah. Of course, I'm still doing animation. I've been. I mean, I worked on it for a while. This is a bit complicated though, because I'm animated like more in a like pixel art program, and some things are easier if you animate them like in chunks like this, like in more of a silhouette than actual drawing the whole thing first. So this is more of an experiment for me. This is kind of new, a kind of new way of like trying to animate this. But yeah, it's still like the principles are the same, right? But yeah, thanks.
Let's see if I can fix the chat actually. Why aren't you working, chat? Maybe there? No? The chat's really dumb. How do I do this? I hate when my chat stops working. It's been working. It was working so good. It was working so good, and then it fucking died out of fucking nowhere. Why? Why? Oh, now you let me connect. Okay, whatever. Sure. Like I wanna. I'm wrapping up in a little bit, anyways. But I wanna say goodbye properly with the chat in there. Jeez. I wonder why this happens. It's something. There's something going on. Maybe I need to like clean up the cache or something from the memory. Maybe it has something to do with that. That it keeps disconnecting like that. Hello? Supposedly. But you said you connected. What? Come on. Come on. Hello? There! Is it working now? Is it working now? Yay! Finally! Anyway. Thanks to everyone who came by I'm gonna be culling it at night now. I got a big chunk of the movement done. I think it looks fine, especially because it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a tiny little thing in the corner. When people donate, it's gonna just like probably gonna be something like that. So it doesn't need to be too complex. I just want it to like move nice. But yeah. Yeah. Anthony, you saw the chat break. I don't know why it keeps happening. I'm gonna try to fix it by the next one because I am doing Undertale. Like, I can't have the chat breaking like this. It didn't break last time that I played Undertale, but like, you know. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Thanks to everyone who came over, and thanks to everyone for helping me with my ant battle, where I battle ants. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, everyone take care. Everyone have a good night. Yeah. Yeah, I was working for a little bit. It doesn't matter. Like, I was working on a little like animation studio and everything. It was fun. But yeah, I was doing freelance for a while. Anyway, like I was saying, because I'm psyching off. I'm so sleepy. Yeah, of course. I'm so sleepy. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. I'll see you guys around. Bye, bye, bye. Wait. I need to. Okay, bye. Yep.